Hello guys, welcome back to Dakota 2. Noob does summit number 42, I think we are. The name of the thing is Free Spirit. And for once it does not have a street race or a hypercar. It's all other stuff that we have to do. First, administration. There was a bundle. In there was the Ford Raptor monster truck, the New Zealand Sportsman jet sprint boat that I just bought here now, because those are things that we need. Other than that, administration as always. First, we finished in 66, haven't done that much. Seen we were involved in TTS and all that kind of stuff. We haven't played over here so much. Good enough though to win some followers. The low poly yellow smoke. Legendary boosted parts for air race with Nitrochemist Pure and Gateway on it, and the Bugatti Veyron Edition 1. Let's collect all that stuff. There we go. Next week, V for Valentine. After that, Clock Kingdom, Japanese Drive, where we can win the Honda S2000 Red Panther Edition. That is the next Premium Summit in a couple of weeks. And then the last one of this batch is Airborne. Then we are March 11. Then after that we normally are gonna get a repeat of a summit which was voted by you guys. Community could vote on that. I don't know what the outcome of that was, but I'm assuming that many people have voted on the summit where you could win the Devo Magma Edition. So there's a good chance that I think that was called So French. There's a good chance that will be the one returning. And then after that I have no idea. Either they repeat it again, another one possibility, if not then we will have a new batch of summit already, and that would also mean that we're gonna get the spring update, but we'll see. Let's first pick up our parts. Thanks for the follow. We win 4 parts. Oh. Automatically started scrapping them almost. Not that it matters so much because I have that set anyway, but... at least I think. On this driver I'm not even so sure. What is this? Oh yeah. This is our edition 1 that just came in. We will have a look on that later, or tomorrow or so. Air race. I'm not so sure if I have a... what else come in here? The Vero that we just bought. That's the thing that we're gonna have to use. Also this New Zealand Sportsman. That's also something we have to use. And then a Ford monster truck. In the bundle was the Raptor, but it can also be the Mustang. We will see which one it's gonna be. Air race, aerobatics. Also something we need. Air race. What do I have sitting here? Nothing. What is this? A score breaker. Over here I have a Nitrochemist with oh, this is still the old set, I think. Yeah. With Gateway and Perfectionist. So that basically can be replaced with this new thing here. With Gateway 2.1. That seems to be... let's have a look. Gateway 4, which is maxed out. So it's not boosted. The pure is 9%, so the pure is boosted. Okay. That's nice. Then we put that one on there. There we go. Now we have a better set on this one. And then the other 3 parts we just keep on for now. And then next week I put them on. And then we have another set available. Other than that, that is it, administration wise. And we can start in the free spirit. Let's have a look what's going on here. Boy Smashing, Glacier Park. 76,000 people are scoring here. We were earlier on my other driver when I was doing a little stream there. We already scored 82,000 or something, so this can go better. Escape, that is probably a drive around half the map again. 157,838 points. 157,850 is the maximum. So here is even a guy in a rally rate aerial nomad doing almost the maximum score. Boy Smashing is Las Vegas. You can score the maximum there, 28,550. Demolition Derby with that Vero thing that was in the bundle. The White Mountain Dirt Race. So we're gonna get a time attack on a dirt by the looks of it. So this is indeed a new track. So it's not an arena or anything like that. White Mountain Dirt Race. That's a bit of a strange one. It is in a demo car though. Aerobatics is push it to the limit. That is like the first activity within that discipline. So here we have Aircraft Cemetery. We have a Ford Monster Truck in the combo event on the Strip North, which is a street race. The Jet Sprint is the Sportsman New Zealand on Main Highlands Cave. And then we have the Monster Truck. The Dakota Grassland Dirt Race. So also this is what? So both of them are new tracks. And one we have to do with the Demolition Derby, and the other one with a monster truck. Okie dokie. Let's start with the Boy Smashing. I'm gonna have a quick look on it in such a way, if there are too many people there, we'll skip it and we'll do it at the end. Because yeah, we already know what's going on here. So what do we need? Powerboat. If you do this with a jet sprint, you cannot even hit half of these things. But we need a score breaker though. And where is our score breaker? Is on our vector. So that needs to get out of there. There we go. Settings. Drift assist I put on 5. Weight distribution on 0. 10, 10, 10. 5, 5. That's how I do these things. Yeah. Look at this. All these names. We'll give it a go, but it's as pointless as hell. We go right. That's what we tested earlier. 80,403. Will triggered. Okay. Far from. Thank you. We scored earlier on my other driver 82,000 already, and it's not even the good route because there are people in the activity scoring 83,000. But you can score 82 this way. That is if there is not a jet sprint in front of you who takes away a few boosts. Let's do one more try, if not so we go right, you need 1430 points here. The second one is 2591 and here 3506. All the rest needs to be 3575, every of these packages. Lost the multiplier, I hit a red buoy. There's still a green one here as well. 78. Let's try again. It's a hard job like this, eh? Okay. Some people are just, you know, I can understand if you're on your route, but that guy just started. So he decides to hit me, slow himself down, so it's not helping any of us. No. Just go back to the summit. You're only gonna get frustrated if you do this on the first 2 days because it's always gonna be crowded there. You can score 82, 83,000, but even with this score, I have 157,568. That is almost the maximum. Let's first do the aerobatics. Can't be bothered by players there. Well, That being said. Okay, there we go again. There are not that many gates here, yeah, you need to have all of them perfect. And not like this. Not sure what they did with that rudder. Yo. Also here, bunch of names. Okay. Oh my god. Really? Can even hit people here in the air? This is why I don't do this stuff on day one. Normally. That rudder is so slow, and I have the roll bristles on 10 also on this plane, pretty sure. And also the pitch. Holy moly. Okay, I guess we have to go a bit slower. The problem with the keyboard is after they change that rudder you cannot do any corrections at all. Correction is you miss it. You saw the lead. You need to like get it straight. And then you need to have it. If you need to do corrections, you're toast. See what I mean? It was not green, and then you don't get it, eh? Because if you need to do corrections, you're toast. Always these changes that nobody asks for, you know. What is that? Nobody asked to change the rudders on planes, but they decided to do it anyway. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go a bit from the top. I don't have enough rudder there. The rudder is not fast enough. Why did they make it slower? I have no idea. Cannot get that plane there. just because the stupid rudder doesn't steer. I can take a smaller plane, but I don't have the Harmon on this driver, I think. Well, I should have though. Oh yeah, not in aerobatics, I think. But doesn't matter because we're using air race. Yeah. Cannot make corrections with that rudder because then you don't not get it. Then it goes like orange just before you go through it. Finally. Unbelievable. And yeah, it needs to go with a bit of speed because you need a 10 seconds for that time bonus at the end. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Again, that's a rudder problem again. I need to switch the angle there. Thing. I'm gonna drive to Lyon. And I ask these devs to play with the keyboard and show me how they fly a plane. And same for wheel drivers, I think. Pitbull game, seriously. Got him. Only at 9.98 seconds or whatever instead of 10. Oh my god, man, seriously. Unbelievable. Yeah, and all these names also don't help it. You need to wait till you get the signal before I can steer. That's another problem. Although you're through it already. Yeah. Sure, man. Just fly me out of the air. Unbelievable. Jesus. 10.1. Probably 12-13 seconds with a fast rudder. But eventually we got it. This is the maximum score. Don't have to worry about it the rest of the week. It's a bit frustrating to get it, but once you have it, you're done with it. Because this is what even this early, already 7 people have it. It's like, by the end of the week it will be like 200-300 people that have that. Escape, yeah, I guess so. It's just gonna be a bit of flying. Score breaker, skilled, muddy, we don't need that. We don't need that either. Where do we have our nitrochemist with muddy? That's the only thing we need. Okay, we'll take it up here. And we'll put it on this one. And now we'll put the other set on this one. I'm putting my sets on the cars now because otherwise... Okay. Where are we going? I have no idea. Wherever the path leads us. Down there somewhere. Nice. And how fast can you go on your roof? Jesus Christ. No. No. Okay, whatever works. Just need to find the road. Halt. Wait a second. Sure. Okay, let's go again. Without hitting trees this time. Likes to flip over here. Yeah. St. Louis. Straight on the highway, we go over the bridge. Perfect. Now we take a road trip to Paradise or whatever. Wherever it leads us. Really? Even at 400 kilometers an hour they don't snap? That's why we have muddy on it. We are still doing 300 kilometers an hour over, although we're messing about in the off-road. Need to get that other bridge. Circle is somewhere behind us. As long as that arrow is pointing somewhere behind us, then all is fine. We can drive each direction. Thanks for the follow. Okay, just straight ahead. Get out of my way. This might not have been the best choice. Here I don't know. We need to go left here. Really? think we need about 45 kilometers or so. If we can get there, then we should have maximum score. We don't have to worry about anything else over this thing either. Road there. Ouch. Also some logs. There somewhere is the road. That's better. Now we're going northwards. We can now get on the road to the east here somewhere. Back on the other highway there. If we can make that, that would be nice. Circle is behind us again. I think we can go on the highway here. And then we should be good. Oh. Underneath it. That way. New York on our left side. We have some traffic somewhere in front of us, but it always disappears, so it doesn't load. The circle is somewhere west of us. So on the roundabout thing there, we just go eastwards. Towards the Niagara Falls. And then we'll just wait on the beach on the circle, I guess. What is this? There's a dead end here, I think. Yeah. That's Provincetown, right? Salem, Provincetown. What have you been doing the last half an hour? Oh, just a little escape. Jesus Christ. There you go. Can't be bothered with it anymore. Eventually the thing will catch up with us. What's up? Link on Reddit for the rookie bug. That's okay, Dennis. Because, my friend. We're very well aware of the rookie bug, and so are the devs. The circle found us. 157,850 points maximum score. Done with it for this week. You cannot score any more in any event in a summit. And also that is some bug. It shows here on this thing at 1 point less. But if you look, as you can see, many people. Some people thought it was necessary to drive 100 kilometers. It isn't. Let's have a look. $60,700 we see here. He has 849. 61,000 has 850. So it's somewhere between 60 and 61 kilometers that the trigger point is for the maximum score. What did we have? 67. So fine. 157, 568, 157, 850, and 154,000. Both escape and aerobatics are maximum scores. Boy smashing I can improve, so I can probably also get a maximum score there. Okie doke. Aerobatics. I need to check that. Aerobatics. Let's do that first. Planes, rudders, you know, we're not good with that. So we're aiming for, I don't know, 9,000-10,000 points, something there. I know the world record is 22,000, but that's not something I will reach. Not with slow rudders. Plane, what do we have available? We have the slick. We could use that. that has Magnificent on it. That's what you need. You can put some extreme mode next to it if you want. I don't want that. That's extra buttons that I need to push. Although I use the extreme mode, but I don't use the extreme mode epics. I just use some pure and some extra pump. But you do need Magnificent for scoring points. So we're gonna make this thing favorite. And we're gonna use that in push it to the limit. If I'm not mistaken, we start with a vertical up, 2 rolls and a loop, I think. And then we have to come down for the next sequence, where you have to do all kind of stuff, touch and go, low altitude. The third sequence is up again, vertical up, inside loop, and also a couple of rolls. And then you go down again for inverted low altitude in the fourth sequence. That I do remember. And if we have enough time, we will see what the fifth sequence is.
3, 2,
Definitely
1.
we'll do the roll, then we do the loop. Vertical up. And go down with that plane. Meanwhile we'll do some rolls or whatever. Touch and go, 2 rolls, low altitude, okay, we crashed, that's fine. What we're doing here is 90 degrees every time. Outside loop we need 500 meters vertical up. An outside loop. 2 rolls, 3 rolls even. Go down again. Oh, we're in the trees. We don't want to be there. You can do low altitude and air drift if you want, but we do this hesitation roll thing. Do like 90 degrees every time. You get 90 degrees snap, you get all kind of other stuff. Inverted low altitude. That's a bit too low. For 500 meters. Climb up, meanwhile we do the rolls. Now we'll try to figure out where we are. More than enough altitude for the nosedive. You get low altitude, you get inverted low altitude, you get snap, you get some other stuff. So yeah, that's the way to score points in freestyle. Yeah, and I don't know what the other sequence is. Vertical up apparently, outside loop and a looping. As I said, 9,000 points. If you learn that fifth sequence, you might be able to do that. But even with 9,000 points you score 144,000, so that's fine. For now, at least. Let's see. 11,000. No friends ranked yet. But I know that somebody like and Crusader, he can do like 22, 21,000, whatever. Yeah. Boom. Jet sprint. Let's do that. I'm sort of pushing the stuff that I don't really want to do to the last. If it's demo derby, then it's something like, can we skip it? But we can't. We have to do that. Yeah, I'm guessing we have to do it with that set. I have no other available. Okay. We'll take this thing off then. That last part too, please. Thank you. And we need the Sportsman New Zealand thing. Nitrochemist pure extra pump normally, but on this driver a mix of all, as you can see. But at least it's a Nitrochemist, there is some pure in there, there's some extra pump in there, some Pronetic even as well, I think. Settings, that's a good question. 8 0 1 10 10 0. That should do it. For what's it called again? The main Highlands Cave. By night, apparently. There is a shortcut here or there. There are actually two, I think, but I'm not 100% sure where the other one is. One is here, you just go straight here. Ouch. That's why I don't like this thing. It's the worst of the rest, I think. They're all pretty equal, these jet sprint boats. But for me personally, this is the worst. The other three are pretty equal, but this doesn't behave the same. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, here is also a cut somewhere. You can go straight here probably. Don't know exactly where it is. That's one lap and you need to do two of those. Ow. Stupid checkpoints all over the place. Can't hit anything. We'll just set a time for now, but we're gonna go again no matter what. We need a clean run at least. We're gonna use this second lap to figure out where that other cut is. I think it's here somewhere, but probably something like that, but then a bit better. And then 2 laps, obviously. 128. What are people doing here? I'm assuming 120. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. I thought they would be under 120 by now, but... Okay, let's try 2 laps without hitting stuff. That first one here is also... you immediately need to go right, and that's a bit of a dark gap here where you dive in. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the shortcut here. You need to get next to this checkpoint, obviously. Yeah, it's you need to go right here somewhere, but just jump, I guess. There you see. That was not the right cave. That first one is a bit of a dark view, and you're past it before you know it. So we took the second one now, that also works, but a bit slower. That's what I don't like about this boat, is like, with the same settings, that nose is so high. Really. Oh, let us check here. It's gotta be here somewhere. Okay. It's there somewhere that you need to just go straight. But there are a lot of trees, so you have to figure that out. But that first cave is a bit of a problem. It's so dark that you go past that every time before you know it. So you just have to aim for that rock basically, and then suddenly if you approach a bit closer, then you see like, oh, the light goes on. But also here. Checkpoint missed, really. Strange. It's like four of the same boats with these settings. The other one is as flat as hell. You can see very much in front of you. And with the Sportsman, the nose of that boat is in your face. I'm just gonna slightly cut that corner, nothing more. Now concentrate on the dark gap here. $124. There's probably some reset here or there as well. Wouldn't surprise me. But also this 125,000 points. We're done with that. Not that bad so far. We have 144 here, we have 125 here, and we have basically 3 maximum scores in the skill test, so That's not that bad. We need a monster truck, which we also last week. Thanks for the follow. We need a monster truck, and we need for that other stuff, for the combo event, we need a fourth monster truck. So I think we still have the parts on there. Well, we have a nitro chemist, and it has gifted because that's what you use on a monster truck. Also here, just like in the demolition derby, I don't have a specific racing set with pure and extra pump, because you need gifted on here. Demolition derby, I have it set where I use bulldozer. I do have a race set on my other driver. I'm not so sure on this driver. So we're first gonna do this. Seeing the parts are on here, we're gonna use this thing for this combo event, which is the Strip North Las Vegas street race, but you have to do it with a monster truck. Okay. And you can only use a fourth, so it's either the Mustang or the Raptor. We'll figure it out. I think this one will do though.
3, 2, 1.
They put us up against bikes. Very interesting. Only for these jumps already. You want to take all the graceful that you have of that truck. And I'm afraid on this driver I actually have graceful on it. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff that you can hit. You're a monster truck. You can hit all the stuff without losing any speed, you know. That's one lap. And now we need another one of those. .238, whatever that means. We'll see. If we have some times. .236, 231, Ford Mustang, Ford Mustang. Okay. I think it's pretty clear. So far, at this moment in time, it's the Mustang. Okay, that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events done. Demo Derby. We need to check that. Because on this driver I have no clue. Okay, we'll put that set on there. Where's our Hummer? Over here. I'm gonna put our good set on the Hummer. We had to use that once in what was that? One of those extreme modes or something, or jet sprint race or something like that. We had to use monster trucks, and then the Hummer turned out to be the best. That's why I put my good set on the Hummer for that other thing here, which is coming later, but we'll first do the tracks that we know, and then we do the 2 new tracks. Which means we need it is Demolition Derby, but not really, it's actually a race. The aircraft cemetery or whatever it's called. And we do have a race set. We have this here, which is more or less our bulldozer pure combo. Do we have a race set? I think we do. Well, sorta. This is supposed to be our race set. We'll just use the bulldozer thing. We'll see how that thing works. We have settings on this thing that we used in the what was it, high speed drifter or so? Some sort of rally rate event that we had to do in a monster truck, and then we used this thing. Worked pretty good, because we had the world record with our team. Not so sure how it's gonna handle on this one though. We ride the walls as long as we can, at least. Not so great. This is like, yeah, a figure of 8, and it's also 8 laps or so, I think. Wonderful stuff. Oh, yeah.
Three, two, one.
God, how long is this? 8 laps? Something like that? Or... Oh my god, why always playing this kid stuff here? This is, in my opinion, has nothing to do with the summer.
One.
Just a bunch of AI driving in your way. On what is essentially a time attack, but... the AI can't follow anyway, so you have the bonuses every time. But it's programmed in such a way that no matter what you do, you're gonna hit 1 or 2 all the time. So I need to find a way to get to the finish once. And get it over with for the rest of the week. Although it is essentially a time attack, I'm not gonna be bothered with this. Trying to get like a good time here. Not in a million years. And they do whatever they can to hit you. You saw him coming to the left. Was nobody there, and nobody hit him. He was driving on the right. Sees me coming and immediately steers to the left. That's how these things are programmed. Yay! We made it! Not even 100,000. Fine. All fine. What are we doing here? 220? Okay. Whatever. Oh, wonderful stuff. So, which leaves us with 2 new tracks. But we had a race set somewhere, right? Well, sorta. Because we have to use this thing. Will be very interesting. This thing is also completely not tuned, obviously, since I've just bought it. Let's put the arrow on 3 or something. Camber on 0, otherwise we have no steering. We're gonna make it as stiff as hell. 8, 9, 9, 10. It's a dirt road, so it's gearbox. Nine probably. Brake distance to the rear. Sort of the same as the arrow by the looks of it. Is that gonna work? I have no idea, we will see. What's the thing called again? The White Mountain Dirt Race. Okay. Hello, Carl. What's up? What are the rewards for Japanese drive? The Honda S2000 Red Panther edition, probably. Not so sure what the rest is. The blinking red underglow and the rally inner purple tire. In the Honda S2000 Red Panther special edition of the Honda S2000. Let's have a look what this is. What? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. More kid stuff. Okay. It's not kid stuff, seriously. This is supposed to be a competition or a kindergarten? Been around. Yo, what? What is this? 3 laps? My god, my god. Very effective. If you can do shortcuts like this, then that push barrier thing there is very effective. Same here, just like, yeah, zigzag through it. Very, very stuff. Good. Oh, okay. Confused AI driving around as well. I'm just gonna keep my opinion about this track for myself. Because it ain't gonna be pretty. Jesus Christ. 121,000. Okay. Fine. Done with it. Now I'm already afraid of this thing here now. The Dakota Grassland Dirt Race. Because yeah, if that is that kind of piss pot, then that is probably same story. Although this is monster truck, yeah, we will see. We put the parts on the Hummer, we'll see. Come on. My god, my god.
3, 2.
I know it was for kids and casuals again, but now they're a bit exaggerating. Will you get out of my way? No idea where we're going. Definitely not on the ramp. We have graceful. Okay. Okay, I guess we jumped then. Saw that happening from miles away. Oh, Jesus. Okay, work some graceful on this. Where are we going? No, that way. What are they doing here? 222. Okay. The hammer was good in the water, but not so much here, I think. All. What are you using? Could go for the skyline. Oh, okay, it's not loading. Let's go back to the summit. Let's see where we are. Meanwhile. Second place. Okay. Silverado, Mustang. Yeah, that Silverado is something, I don't know what it is. It's gotta be a manual thing or so. That thing has lots of power. So it probably works pretty good. As good as it worked in the water, as unstable it was in here. So let's do a run with the Mustang. Although I think eventually this has no restrictions. I think eventually I'm gonna use the skyline. Do I have that here? No. Not on this driver. Because I think the skyline is the fastest. Let's do a run with the Mustang.
3, 2, 1.
Get out! Oh, why is this is so annoying. This is a new track. Why do they put AI in here?
3, 2, 1.
No, yeah, you have no other choice. You have to go this way. 31. It seems to be a little bit better. Just a little bit. Okay, that puts us second place behind Miku with 1,326,000. So the point smashing we can improve for sure. Although it doesn't matter that much, as you can see. Somebody scored 82,000. We can do that as well, if there are no other players in your way. But it doesn't matter that much. There's like 100 points difference, so don't have to worry about that. Over here we scored the maximum, 157,850. Over here we also scored the maximum that you can score, so that's fine. The aerobatics could be a bit better. We might, if we are fast enough, we might actually do be able to do 5 sequences instead of 4. Yeah, this is basically as good as it's gonna get. Here we can go potentially a bit faster. Here as well. I'm also not so sure that the Mustang is the fastest. It's probably the most stable one when we go off-road on that other track, but here it's more on the road. I'm gonna test, at least on my other driver, I'm gonna test the Skyline for sure. That new monster truck thing, what's it called? Dakota Grassland Dirt Race. It's not that bad. Checkpoints are on the dirt races, on the dirt road itself. It's behind trees, behind corners, so pretty good placed as well. Off-road, of course, it's a monster truck, so you go a bit over the hills and the dunes and whatever. It's not that bad. This thing, it's also a new track. Let's keep it at that. It's just, that's the biggest piss pot ever. It's like a time attack, and then you have like things flying around, and you have bonuses like in the demolition derby, and you have these pushing things which are completely useless because you just drive around them. No, no, that is pure kid stuff, and even then you just drive around them, so it's like no. And that other demolition derby is also something we're not gonna worry about. I might give it another go with something else that we have in our garage. Let's have a look. That we at least have 100,000 points in that thing, right? I don't have a problem with the demolition derby being in the game. I know there are quite a bunch of kids and so playing, and they like it, or some casuals even. That's all fine. But I don't need this thing to be forced on me. If you go play PvP, you have a mixed playlist. You see like 3 or 4 of these events, and then like only 1 or 2 of the other disciplines. So they are forcing this thing onto you. And now the same in the summit. We have all kind of different events, but there are 2 of these things in here. What else do we have here? We have this thing here. Just need to get some parts on it. Our parts on here. Is there anything else? We put that set on there. Because I was confused with that other track though. The other, the 8 figure or whatever it's called, the 8 I think it is called. That's an okay track, because you can just drive on the walls, on the wooden walls, and the then you can actually do like a pretty fast lap there. But this thing is like the double 8 or something. So yeah, this is also a bit luck based. Especially in that middle part, it's like it's pure luck based. If you are just there in time, then you have no AI at all. First 2-3 laps you're okay. You're good to go because the AI cannot follow you. And they're also not around yet. But now from this moment on is where the trouble starts, right? See what I mean? Now you're gonna run into them every single time. That's the luck you need to have. You go for the left, and you need to hope that there are nobody there. That's unbelievable stuff. It could be okay if it was just like purely based on time. Not in activities or not in whatever, but in the summit it's about time, it's about scoring. Not about AIs blocking you. It's like that's like last week with that extreme event. Some people had traffic, other people didn't. That is like that's a big difference, huh? And it's the same here, huh? If you can do like a clean run, you don't have any of the way of those AI in that middle part here. If you have a bad run, they just smack into you. I just want to have like one clean run, then you have more than 100,000 points, and that's it. And then I'm also done with the summit because I already know that these two demo derby things, I don't want to do them. So they're gonna kill me anyway. They're gonna kill my score as well. But we score enough in the other events to not worry about it. They're waiting, eh? They're waiting on you. It's bloody rubber banding. Eh? You don't see them, and then suddenly they pop up out of behind the wall there. Although you see them on the minimap, but you see that they're waiting. Get out of my way, seriously. Yeah. And surprisingly, if you have an AI in front of you, surprisingly they miss each other. Just like in the activities, if you do like these things in solo mode, in campaign or whatever. You have like 7 of these AIs, they are all aiming for the player, not for each other. No, you're not gonna get the repair bonus. I am telling you, they are waiting on you. It's rubber banding stuff. I think you need to be very, very, very lucky, or you need to brake here. To do like you need to do 8 laps or something in that thing here. Without any hit, then you're gonna have to brake here and there. Get out of my way, seriously. Have some station wagons blocking you. Did you see that? That AI hit the brakes. The other one made sure that he went around it, so that he could smash into us.
3, 2,
Oh my god, seriously. And I also have been messing with the settings of these things again. But I go a bit earlier for the road to get some grip. Oh, you. Really? One guy pushed the other one into me. Look at this guy just... Okay. Bloody rubber banding. They try to avoid their AI friends.
1.
But if you arrive there as a player, they don't avoid you. They just go for you. Get out of my way, seriously. Wanna play dirty? We can play dirty as well. No problem. Take all bonuses, we just ram them so that they can't drive anymore. Then we have a better view. If they can only go slow and we take all the bonuses, then they don't have speed anymore, you know. So they can also not repair if we take all the repair bonus. Okay. That's gonna work every time if we drive right there? Kinda doubt it, but... maybe. Oh no, of course not, because now we have this thing here blocking us again. Yeah. So no it. My god. What do you want to know? Spreadsheet Spreadsheet. You just you mean the list of the summit?
Three, two, one.
You can have that bonus, but I want that repair bonus every time. Basically, I just want to do one run, which is more than 100,000 points. It's also like I have that damage bonus. My car is maxed out with bulldozer, and they still hit you like crazy. Yeah, almost. You missed this time, my friend, because I hit the brakes. Get out of my way. Oh, what? Where does he come from? From the wrong direction. Get out of my way, seriously. 225, is that good enough for 100,000 points, please? Yes, 115. Now I'm definitely done with this. With this event. 344. 356. That's all fine. 1,344,000. And the two lowest events, the demo derbies. Yeah. As expected. On the other hand, 1,344,000 is definitely more than good enough, even by the end of next week. Summit week, that is. On Tuesday, that will still be good enough. This is just a normal. What can we win is 300,000 followers. The blinking blue underglow. The by the looks of it, Granville Brothers air race plane. Seen it is a blue picture in a way, blue background. I'm assuming that's the air race version of the plane that we get, and a nitrochemist for hypercar. Pretty much a full set. Perfect for racing. Nitrochemist pure 8 extra pump 10. That's pretty much what they give us for the platinum. Pretty good set. Some people think, oh yeah, yellow parts. That thing is worth at least 1.5 million, if not 2 or 2.5 million, because that is how much you're gonna need if you need to recalibrate to get that exact set. You might find some Nitro Chemist for your hypercar, but then you need to get the Pure at 8 and you need to get the extra pump at 10. If you have to do that for the 7 parts, that thing can cost you up to 2 million if not more. So that is a pretty expensive set in a way. And as you can see, it is a full set this time, not boosted parts. I'm not so sure where the boosted parts are. We won 4 last week for Air Race. Here they are. In the next week, V for Valentine, that's where we will get the 3 other parts from that Air Race set. The Mini Cooper, the V for Valentine tire. This, yeah, not so sure. It shows a customization pack on the background, and in the front it shows 52,500 spare parts. You can borrow some of mine. I have almost 5 million. The Rally Triple tires. Also here, full set, aerobatic, Nitro Chemist, Magnificent Extreme mode, maxed out. Also expensive set. Yeah, here that I already showed you earlier. And Airborne, we don't know. What we do know is that Airborne is the last one of the third batch of summits. So then we are March 11. March 18 will be March 11 to 18 will be a repeat. Whatever it is that you guys voted on, most votes, that is what they will be repeating. And after that, I think it will be spring update. And that also means another batch of summits coming in. And what that is all about, we will see when it is there. We also, I cannot show you or tell you anything about that, because even if I could do that, I can't, because I haven't seen it yet. We know there are new summits coming. That's the only thing that we know. Next to all the rest which comes along with the spring update. But for now, that will be it. Pretty okay summit. A bit of variety. Just, yeah, Demolition Derby is not my thing. And we get 2 of these things. This one, yeah, pure luck based, especially in that middle part there. If you have a good run, you might be able to do like 8 laps without hitting any of those AI. Kinda doubt it. You're probably always gonna hit something. The other thing, yeah, that is completely missing the ball in my opinion. It's a decent track. Circuit loop on dirt. We can definitely do with some other cars in the combo event in the future. That's probably why they made it, but I don't know why there are things turning and pushing around, because you can drive just around those pushing barriers and turning bumpers and whatever it is on that track. It's completely useless because you just drive around it. 1,344,000. Second place. Of course, that's not where we will be by the end of the week, because with that score we're gonna go down. People will score 1,360,000, 370, 380, who knows. And seeing you can score pretty high in the 3 skill tests, we will probably go towards 1.4 million. Also here in aerobatics it's 140,000. Monster truck, if you do a bit faster, it's also 140,000. So yeah, probably around 1.4 million, somewhere in that area will be the top spots, at least on PC. For the platinum itself, I have a feeling that this 3000 score will not be that high. There are I already know a few people who are sort of gonna do what I just did here. Do a run in these demo things, and other than that, just leave it be. Which also means that the scores will not go that high for those people, which also doesn't bring the platinum that high as it is. 1.1, 1.150 something, I think. Last week it was almost 1,250,000, but that was a premium where you could win that Veyron Edition 1. That will be it for this one. I will stop it here so that I can export that thing to YouTube. And then we'll go from there. Free Spirit Summit number 42, if I didn't miscount. I will see you guys in the next one, and that will be next week probably, when it comes to this series. Other than that, I will stream some other stuff during the week, obviously. But that will be for later. What is going on with this Uplay? Why does this change the size of it out of nowhere? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.